We're going to talk about a very important aspect of business, how to prepare your financials. And we have our guest speaker today, Ms. Soledad Tanner, founder and CEO of STC Consulting. This information that you guys are getting, you're getting free of charge. That's invaluable. Soledad Tanner is the founder and CEO of STC Consulting and financial and business consulting firm that helps improve the profit and productivity of businesses. Their services include for corporations, CFO On-demand, controllers On-demand, and financial speakers. For business owners and startups, financial management, financial coaching and training, business consulting, and bookkeeping services. She's an outstanding international consultant award winner and global financial business consultant and speakers with 30 plus years of extensive international experience in finance and controlling, strategy and consulting, performance and metrics in the global logistics and banking industry. She has received a bachelor's in business administration with an emphasis in management from the Universidad. Brenda. Brenda.
That's good.
Yes.
But anyway, Brenda put that in Spanish. She's a wonderful speaker. And she can tell you that part. Thank you.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Let me see if I can share my screen right now. Can you see it?
It's getting there.
Yes.
I think you need just print like the screen, full screen.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. We're getting to the exciting part, the money. I love this part. We're here all in our businesses, not only to pursue our passion and have a purpose with what we do, but also to make sure we have profit, right? And as you start your business and continue to evolve, there may be a time where you need to go to the bank and knock on the door and say, hey, I need some money. But before you go walk into a bank or any of the wonderful organizations that you have heard today that can help you, you need to do some homework. So maybe it's not right now that you're going to do, but maybe you want to start a folder right now, starting with all the documentation and the summaries that you need. So we're going to help you here. You need 5 things. So write them down. And even if today you're not looking for the loan, start preparing that folder so you're ready when the time is right. First, you need to know the description of the loan. So what are you looking for? How are you going to use the money? And how do you think you're going to pay it back? Remember, you may not have all the answers when you start the process, but as you start building your documentation, the answer may come to you. Second, and really, really important, what is your budget? What are your budget projections? And also in this folder, you're going to have other business financial information. I will tell you a little more in detail in a future slide. Third one, you need all your legal documentation. And with all this information, you can prepare the summary of the whole case. And you would like also to include your personal financials. So 5 things: description of the loans, budget and financial documentation, legal documentation, your personal financial information, and summary of the loan. So let's go into the detail. Description of the loan. A couple of questions that you may want to write down to help you in the description. So very important, how would you use the money? So you say, okay, I need $50,000. Why? How would you use that money? Is it working capital or is for growth? So working capital is to have you and just continue to operate for payroll and things like that. Growth capital could be to purchase additional equipment in order for you to grow the volume of your business. So first determine how are you going to use this money. Second, really, really important, how much do you need? And this is tricky because some people want to ask for more than they need, but then you need to always think about, okay, do I need $500,000, 50,000? Why? And how will I, once I have that money in my bank, where would I put it, right? Then you need to know that you very seldom you get 100% of what you need. So you have to put some of your money. So let's say you plan for 20%. How much you have that you can contribute towards this project or need that you're having at this time? What is the time period that you expect to repay the loan? Is this a 3 years loan, a 5 years loan? And why? Why do you think you're going to need that time? And what are the calculations that support that answer? And how do you plan to pay it back? So if you're asking for a loan, it's because your business is growing, and you probably will have more sales, or you will have more profit, and that profit will allow you to pay the bank back. So we have to think about that, not only that you have the money in, but how you're going to pay your obligation to the financial institution. And do you have a collateral? Do you have anything? You have land, you have a house, you have a car. What do you have, or assets that you can, when you go to talk to the bank, you can present as a collateral? Now, the super fun part, you're going to walk into the bank and you're going to say, okay, I need X amount of money. I'm going to use it this way. I'm going to pay you at this time, and this is why. So the person on the other side of the desk is going to ask you, let me see your financial projections. And it's very, remember, the other person have never seen you before, or hopefully you have some kind of relationship, but you need to present your projections. What do you think this new equipment, this new money is going to help you increase your sales? And where the sales are going to come from? Where is the cash flow? Are you going to have enough cash flow? And how does that cash flow looks like? And very important, where is your break-even analysis? So what is that? So when you start your business, you have to put some money, right? And then there's a point that money start coming in for the sales. When do you have enough money coming into you that will allow to pay you your expenses? And from that point forward, you are beginning to make profit. Also, you're going to need the profit and loss statement. Hopefully, at this time, you already have your bookkeeping in order. Either you are doing it or you're hiring somebody else to doing it. I recommend that you hire somebody else to do it if possible, and they can teach you, or that's a service that we provide. We can teach you the basic of QuickBooks setup. You will be surprised the kind of really tangle things that I have seen when people start with no prior experience. So stop here. As a business owner, you're responsible to have a solid bookkeeping system. So you need to present a profit and loss statement and balance sheets for your business. If this is an area that you're not familiar with and these terms don't mean anything to you, that's okay. Where none of us are born with this knowledge. It's a knowledge that is acquired, and there are subject matter experts. And I can coach you, I can teach you what they look like and what to look in these numbers. And also what the bank is going to look. How are they going to look at these reports to see your debt ratio, to see your profit, to see your trends? And it also is very, very important that you're up to date in your taxes. There is nothing that throw like an alert or a red sign more than I am behind 3 years in my taxes. You need to please stay up to date with that. Also start gathering all your legal documentation. So do you have lease agreements, in a rent agreement? So put it right there. Are you a franchise? Put the franchise agreement in the folder. Do you have contracts with clients or vendors that tells the bank that where are you gonna get the revenue from, or how are you gonna pay your vendors? And are you incorporated? Are you already an LLC? Where are the documents? So that's easy. You start with that and put it in a folder. Now, do you have a business plan? Maybe you went to one of these programs. If you have a full business plan, well, wonderful. Include that in the package. If you don't, you can describe the history of your business, the vision of your business. At least remember, it's in your heart, you know it, but you have to transmit that to the bank. Where are you trying to get, and where is the vision? Who are you? Who are your clients? What is the market definition? And your analysis, your sales. What are your services? What are you selling? What are your rates? Do you have a team? Can you include an organizational chart so they can see the structure, who is in management, who is in production, etc., and who is part of the team and what kind of experience do they have? Because if you can see in the bios of the people, the CEO, the CFO, the group of people that you have had prior experience, that increases your value, because this business probably is going to do really well and in the future based on experience. When you have gathered all of these, you're ready to create your summary. So you have to provide an executive summary. Don't come with, like 200 pages, because nobody's going to read that at that meeting. So in that executive summary, so you can describe what is your business. Again, the summary, now that you have determined how much you want to borrow, the purpose of the loan, how are you going to pay, and sometimes you also need to describe your industry. Some of you are in unique industries, and the person in the other side of the table doesn't really understand your industry well. So don't think that everybody knows all the industries. Just go over the basic details of that. That's in a nutshell. I only had 5 minutes, but I wanted you to know that the services and solutions we provide here for owners, financial management, financial consulting, CFO On-demand, and that is my contact information right on the screen. You can contact me, and also you can follow me in social media. And I hope I have worked with many of you already, and we are going to not just survive, but we're going to thrive. So remember, financial knowledge give you freedom. So please, please, please know your numbers. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you. That was a powerful and impactful presentation, short and sweet, but very powerful.